So, once you get the audio logs in that last area, just head to the train station where you're going to meet Stanley. So, what's the news about BioShock 2?
Well, I thought that this would be an interesting thing to try on for these voiceovers. Okay. To try something new. This is a story from OneUp.com, and I picked a news story that I think will be relevant for the duration of the lifetime of this game. Whereas on the podcast we pick news stories that are very topical. But so the first BioShock 2 DLC has been released, and the story is called BioShock 2 DLC is already on the disc. Trouble is brewing in Rapture. The recently released Sinclair Solutions multiplayer pack for BioShock 2 is facing upset players over the revelation that the content is already on the disc, and the $5 premium is an unlock code. It started when users on the 2K forums noticed that the content is incredibly small, 24 kilobytes on the PC, 103 kilobytes on the PS3, and 108 on the Xbox 360. 2K Games responded with a post explaining that the decision was made in order to keep the player base intact, without splitting it between the haves and have-nots. The way our engine and game structure works is that people need to have the exact same content for people to play together, wrote community manager 2K Elizabeth. One of the challenges with the post-launch content for multiplayer is that it can split the player base, and we want to avoid that whenever possible. For this content, creating the DLC package the way we did allowed for us not to split the player base. So whether you purchase the new content or not, you can still play with your friends. End quote. The answer may not be enough to satisfy upset fans who would have preferred on-disc content unlocked from the beginning. But as Shack News notes, it's possible that this content was made on a separate DLC budget. Well, of course, that's fucking retarded. That would essentially force the company to recoup development costs. Well,
we know what that means.
So, the story did not really describe what this DLC was.
I know what it is.
Okay, what is it?
So,
and have you paid for it? You've been playing a bunch of the DLC. Or the multiplayer.
No, I have not paid for it. Basically what it does is, when you start playing multiplayer, there's a level 40 player cap. It bumps it up to level 50. There'll be new crap available to you. You can get, like, new costumes and crap.
Here's the full description. The pack includes a rank increase to level 50, which is a huge balance problem, actually, if you think about it. Like, you have to pay to be a higher level. The playable characters that were available as pre-order bonuses, 20 new trials, are those challenges?
New gun.
Oh, wow.
The grenade launcher.
What are trials in multiplayer? Like challenges?
Yeah, like challenges.
A third upgrade for each weapon. Wow, that really is going to fuck with the balance. And 5 new masks.
Not really. Not the thing you just said about the 3 upgrades per weapon. Because you can only equip one at a time. So it'd be a different upgrade.
Okay, so there's no new maps. So you're going to be playing against people potentially.
I already have. I've already seen people higher than level 40.
Oh, really?
Playing, yeah.
And do they have powers that...
I don't know. I mean...
So it makes sense why it's on the disc. But that's... Actually, I don't buy that at all, because they could easily just release a patch that everybody has to download.
Yeah, because if you're going online, that's really easy thing to do.
But then that still wouldn't alleviate the issue of the DLC pack being super small and essentially an unlock code, because everybody would still be downloading it and the DLC would still be 104 kilobytes. So I don't know. It is kind of bullshit that they're charging you for stuff that's on the disc, especially that quickly to release.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's for like super hardcore players, so who cares?
And it's nice that they're not splitting the player base, but still, like, it just seems like...
like I just paid for a $60 game.
It's fishy. I mean, they can do whatever the fuck they want, and you don't have to pay for it if you don't want to, but... It certainly seems like a very shisty way to go about doing it. And even if they released this 6 months after the game came out, if it was still something that was already on the disc, that still seems pretty shisty. But the the sad fact is that 99.9% of people that play BioShock 2 multiplayer have no idea and don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're going to get away with it doing whatever they want. Yeah. But I think it is a pretty shitty way to charge for extra money or get extra money out of users.